Right, so I wanted to then show you the data behind the fitness test of the same client that's mentioned in the blog. So this client is really motivated, really keen, is signed up to the Ironman, comes in at the end of December 2020, and just wanted to get the correct training plan and the correct kind of diet that would help him perform well on the day in August, right? So we did his resting metabolic rate test, which you can see like the screen grab from that in the blog. But this here is the fitness test that we did. So the fitness test was done on a bike, and it was a ramp test whereby we started off here in the warm-up phase at 80 watts, and then every minute we went up by 20 watts. This is done with the Pinoy gas analysis, where we can measure his oxygen intake and CO2 output, and from that you can get lots of information, which the one I'm going to talk about now is the fuel usage and how metabolically efficient you are. So what I wanted to point out here is the green line is the heart rate, the purple line are the watts on the bike, so the amount of effort, the power. Then you have this dark green line is fat usage, and then the light blue line is carbohydrate usage. So, as you'd expect at the start, when you're in a warm-up phase, your fat should really be providing the most energy for your activity. Same with walking, this kind of thing. And as the intensity rises, the carbohydrate should become the predominant fuel source. However, with this client, we can see how fat is predominant here, but it doesn't take long for that fat to really drop off, and by only 100 watts or 112 heart rate, it's really down, and it's not a big part of the fuel usage. And then by 160 watts, it's not there at all. So this now at 160 watts or 143 heart rate, this client is burning glycogen to provide the energy for exercise. And when an endurance event is the goal, like something like Ironman, you really need your fat burning to be more efficient and more part of your a better engine that can burn fat for longer. So we would like this crossover point to happen much further out into the test. Okay, so that's going to be the goal for the retest, which will be coming up soon after 9 weeks. So it's due in next week, and it'll be nice to see the change here, because this client has been training in zone 2, which was accurate zone 2, and we pulled that zone 2 from this test. Okay, so he's been training in that range, which will then improve his metabolic efficiency and fat burning in this range. And then also what's nice, what we can do here is pull up his high-end metabolic efficiency, which would be what's happening at the higher intensity. So that's this VO2 over breathing frequency. So it's your oxygen that you use per breath taken in. And what we'll see is, this dark red line. So it gets to this point here, and then from that point it completely drops off and never recovers. Okay, so we can tell at that heart rate, which is 167 and 224 watts, that's when this client's efficiency drops off. So we were advising him to stay in zone 2, but to do some zone 5 intervals that were up above 167 heart rate, so that he could improve this high-end efficiency also. Okay, so that's how these tests are fantastic. They give us the insight into what's happening, and then we can target your training to address these limitations and improve on them. Thank you.